Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking retinoids. Now, retinoids are often referred to as the gold standard in terms of anti-aging, and I genuinely believe that's true. Retinoids have so many great benefits. They boost collagen and elastin production, which minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. They increase the speed of cell turnover, helping us to achieve that gorgeous, smooth skin, and they can definitely boost radiance and luminosity for just an all-over glow. I don't think any anti-aging skincare routine is complete without the inclusion of a retinoid, and over the counter we have more choice than ever before. Things really have changed in the past 12 months when I look at the retinoid landscape. We have different formulations, different versions and forms of retinoids, and different price points, and there's something genuinely out there for everyone. So to celebrate this, I thought in today's video I'd share with you my top 10 retinoid picks for 2026. These are the next level formulations that can deliver so much benefit to your skincare routine, and there's something here for everyone. No matter your skin type, the level of sensitivity, or your price point, there's a retinoid out there for you. So sit back, relax, let's talk the top 10 retinoids. Now in today's video I'm going to share with you my favorites, which as always are listed and linked down in the description box below. This video isn't sponsored and it's never going to be in paid partnership. I turned down that coin because I just believe by doing so it helps me to retain my independence. So if you appreciate truly independent, unbiased skincare reviews and recommendations, make sure to follow along, subscribe, because we would love to have you as part of our Mad About Skin family, and don't forget to reach down and give the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So just from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So when it comes to choosing a retinoid for your skincare routine, you really do have to pay attention to the strength of the retinoid you reach for. Different strengths will apply to different skin types and levels of sensitivity. And you also want to focus down on a product which is in your price bracket. You don't need to be breaking the bank to get some great results. There are some beautifully affordable retinoids out there, and like I said, I've got something here for everyone. Hopefully by breaking it down, it just will help you guys choose the right one for your skincare routine, or if you already have a favorite, double check it to make sure that it's the best that you could possibly be using in terms of outcomes. Now in 10th position and kicking off this list, we have this little gem. This is the Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum. Now technically it's an eye cream, it says so in the name, but there's no reason you can't use a product designed for one area of the face over the rest of it. And I know so many of you guys out there that use this eye serum across the whole face for its great anti-aging benefits. This is phenomenal if you have super sensitive skin. It uses a form of retinoid called Retinol, which is like a newer generation version, and studies show it's more potent than retinol and also delivers fewer side effects and irritation. So if you can get increased potency, fewer side effects, what's not to love? And retinal is certainly one of my preferred forms of retinoid. You've got ginseng in here, which is calming, soothing, and hydrating. And taken as a whole, this formula is going to deliver a really great anti-aging punch, but is perfect if you have super sensitive skin. This is one of the best Korean skincare retinoids I think exists on the market. And whilst established retinoid users will eventually want to go to a higher strength option, for beginners or people with sensitive skin, this is an absolute game changer. Now, in 9th position, we have the e.l.f. Youth Boosting Advanced Retinoid Treatment. Now, this again is a newer launch to the skincare market. It came out in the last 12 months and actually uses multiple different retinoids together in one formula. This is something you're going to see a lot in this top 10 list, because I think the biggest thing to change in terms of the retinoid landscape is brands are no longer forcing us to choose one retinoid or another. They're creating formulations that encompass multiple different retinoids so we can get the benefits of every single one of them, and that's what e.l.f. has done here. So in this formula, which is super sensitive skin friendly, you have retinal, the same as within that Beauty of Joseon, and granactive retinoid. So granactive retinoid is again a newer generation retinoid, great if you have sensitive skin because it really does deliver great anti-aging, but is sensitive skin compatible, and it's also great if you've got acne prone skin. Granactive retinoid is one of the best retinoids for reducing acne causing bacteria on the skin, so if you are super breakout prone, then this e.l.f. one will be a wondrous addition to your skincare routine. If you're not breakout prone, it's still a great option if you're looking for something super gentle but that genuinely delivers a punch when it comes to anti-aging. I absolutely love this one, and of course, in keeping with all of the e.l.f. products, this is super drugstore and affordable. Now, coming in 8th position, we have the Naturium Retinaldehyde Serum. Now, Naturium do various different retinoid products. They do some traditional retinol ones, but their newer generation ones, these retinaldehyde, are some of the best. Now, retinaldehyde is just a longer version of retinal, which again is going to be a recurring theme in this video. I love my retinal, and I love this Naturium one because it has 2 strengths. Now, when it comes to choosing the right product for your individual skin type, generally I'd recommend starting with the lower strength and building your way up. Brands like Naturium make this super easy because they have 2 strengths. You start with the lowest one, use a couple of tubes of that, then graduate onto the higher strength one. This way it'll allow your skin to adapt, maximizing the results, minimizing the side effects and irritation. And so more brands are coming out with multiple strength options, and for me, that's an absolute game changer. And Naturium just do this super well. These are actually encapsulated retinoids, so they use encapsulation to further minimize the risk of side effects and irritation. And this encapsulation just means you can use this one alongside all your other actives, from your peptides through to your vitamin C's, without risking damaging the other actives or triggering increases in sensitivity. Encapsulation makes everything easy when it comes to skincare, and this Naturium one is ticking so many boxes. And like I say, encapsulation, different strengths of retinoids within the same line, these are all innovations we're seeing in 2026 and we should definitely be taking advantage of. Now, in 7th position, we have the Medik8 Crystal Retinal range. Now, I might be just beaming a little here because this is actually the product that I started my retinal journey on. Around 2 years ago, I switched from retinol to retinal. I've never looked back, and Medik8 was the brand that really encouraged me to do that. They have so many different strengths. I think they now have 10 different strengths in this collection, meaning you just work your way up. You start at the bottom of that ladder, you work your way up 1 tube at a time, and you'll soon find yourself using the highest strength with minimum side effects and irritation. Phenomenal product. I genuinely think Medik8 transformed retinoids and the whole retinoid landscape when they introduced this Crystal Retinal range, and they have the greatest strength range of any brand out there. Definitely should be applauded for that. They're also encapsulated, so in keeping with that Naturium one, minimum side effects, maximum compatibility with the rest of your routine. The only reason this doesn't score higher is some of the lower strength options do contain fragrance. I personally don't mind that, but I know a lot of people, particularly with sensitive skin, don't want fragrance and retinoids together. It can just increase sensitivity, and I think that's a risk that a lot of people don't want to take. So I wish they'd remove the fragrance from all of their line. The higher strength ones don't have fragrance in them, the lower strength ones do. It's fine. If you're not sensitive to fragrance, you don't have to worry about it. But I know a lot of people are, and so that's the only thing holding this back from being higher up on this list. Now, in 6th position, and just missing out on the top 5, is the Ordinary Retinal Emulsion. Now, this, I think, more than any other product in terms of retinoids, almost broke the internet when it launched. Everyone scrambled to get their hands on this product. The Ordinary are, of course, a viral skincare sensation, and this was one of their most hotly anticipated launches. They created this product because a lot of countries are now restricting retinol, which was the older form of over-the-counter retinoid. They're now restricting the strengths that brands can formulate with, meaning a lot of brands which made their money from retinol treatments have to switch to something else. Most have switched to retinal, which is what the Ordinary did. They launched this product and it now represents a huge chunk of their retinoid sales, and it's just growing and growing and growing in popularity. It's great because it's super affordable, but the only thing that stops this being in the top 5 is they only have 1 strength. Now, The Ordinary, if you're watching and listening, please come out with some other strengths. I know that you have the manufacturing capabilities to do this, and we need to be able to choose a strength that matches our skin type and sensitivity. The Ordinary created this product, which is the maximum strength you're going to see without any lower strength options available. So if you have super resilient skin, you're used to using retinoids, then this one by The Ordinary is super affordable, super effective. It could be your dream product. If you have a more sensitive skin type, there isn't really another strength that you can reach for, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, I hope this year The Ordinary will come out with other strength options in this collection. Then it will be up in the top 3 of this list without fail. So in 5th position, I want to share a product from my own skincare line. This is the Mad About Skin Ultimate Anti-Aging Oil. So we spoke earlier about using multiple different retinoids in the same formula to maximize results, minimize side effects. And that's what I chose to do with this. So you have retinal, again, referenced that earlier, encapsulated, making it super easy to use in your skincare routine. But this is used alongside retinoid esters, which are the most gentle form of retinoid available. Now, used on their own, I don't think retinol esters actually deliver a whole lot of anti-aging benefit. They're just too gentle. But studies show if you pair them with other retinoids, they can actually boost the level of performance of those retinoids without also increasing the side effects and irritation. So it's a really good idea if you're formulating a product to use these retinol esters alongside other traditional forms of retinoid, such as in this case retinal, to increase the performance without dialing up the side effects and irritation. That's what I chose to do with this, and it's in a beautiful oil base. Now that oil allows not for only maximum hydration, which I love, because retinoids can be a little drying on the skin. If you put them in an oil base, it's just going to dial up that hydration and offset any dryness you might see. But it also allows you to put a couple of drops of this into your moisturizer and use it on the body. So you can use this on the face as your go-to anti-aging retinoid, but then put some of your favorite moisturizer in the palm of your hand, add a couple of drops of this, mix it together and apply it to the body. That way you've got a face and a body treatment all in one. I don't think skincare should stop here. We should be taking it head to foot. And if you want to use a retinoid treatment for anti-aging on the body, this is probably the easiest way of doing it. Couple of drops of this into your favorite body moisturizer and you're elevating it without having to break the bank. Like I say, the innovation in this one comes from the use of those retinoid esters alongside traditional retinal to dial up the performance, and I'm really proud of this formulation. It's also one of the cheapest and most affordable on this list, so if you're on a budget and you want an effective anti-aging retinoid oil, this is the one I would recommend. And I've also left a cheeky 25% discount code down in the description box below to further reduce that price point. So your anti-aging routine can thank me later, but yeah, already super affordable. With that discount code brings the price right down, and trust me, just put a couple of drops into your favorite moisturizer, slap it on the body, and you will definitely see the benefits. Now in fourth position, we have this. This is the Allies Skin Retinal and Peptides Repair Night Cream. Now last year, they only had one strength of this. Now they have two strengths, which again is a trend that a lot of brands are coming out with, so people can really choose the strength that matches their individual skin sensitivity. This I love. But the reason that this is so high on this list is this is an entire skincare routine in a bottle. You've got your peptides, you've got your antioxidant, you've got your brightening ingredients, you've got your anti-aging retinoids, and you've got your hydrators and humectants. Everything in here. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to use a retinoid because you think it's too complicated, you don't know where to slot it in your skincare routine, you don't know how it's going to work, you don't know what it can layer and pair against, and you just want to take the stress out of it, get this. Cleanse the skin, put this on. You can always put a little extra moisturizer on if you like, and you're done. Go to bed, and in the morning you'll wake up with the most gorgeous skin. It's not the cheapest product out there, but if you see it as like a 6-in-1, that definitely makes it more cost effective. And this is for people that find retinoids confusing and just want a one and done for their skincare routine. This is it, two strengths. Start with the lowest one, work your way up, and honestly, you will just have such an easy time with your retinoid. I've also got a discount code for this, which I've listed and linked down in the description box below to bring that price point down. See it as like a 6-in-1 treatment, as a way of, you know, kind of rationalizing the cost that you're paying for it, because it is genuinely an entire skincare routine in a bottle. Now into the top three, and we're starting out with a granactive retinoid product. This is the Dr. Sam Flawless Nightly Pro Serum. Now, granactive retinoid maybe hasn't got enough mentions in this video because it has been fairly heavily focused on retinal, which, like I say, is my preferred form of over-the-counter retinoid. But don't overlook granactive retinoid, which I said earlier in the video is amazing if you're looking to really minimize acne-causing bacteria and breakouts. Granactive retinoid should be your go-to option. Also, if you're looking for the most gentle but high potency retinoid, granactive retinoid is probably going to be that. Studies show it actually delivers the least side effects, the fewest side effects and irritation, so it's the most skin compatible, but it also does so in a way which really does enhance your anti-aging routine, so it's still delivering that performance. I think often in skincare we think when something's badged as sensitive skin friendly, it's going to be fairly ineffective. It's not going to be potent enough to do anything. That's not the case with granactive retinoid. If you choose the right formulation, you'll get maximum performance, minimum side effects and irritation, which just means it's a perfect option for everyone out there. This actually has the highest strength of granactive retinoid permissible over the counter, so this definitely delivers. And it's also packed full of a range of other brightening and calming and soothing ingredients. So it's doing an awful lot in just one tube, and I think this would again be applicable for just about every skin type out there. It doesn't matter what level of sensitivity you have, you can try this one and I think it will work well for you. It's like a foolproof retinoid if you're looking for maximum performance, but you don't want to stress about side effects and irritation. Now, in second place, and just missing out on this #1 spot, is a product which I have known and loved for years, and it's this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 20. Now, again, a recurring theme in this video, they have multiple strengths, and this I love. They started out with a 5, which is a very low strength retinal. They introduced a 10, which is a mid strength. They now have a 20, which is the sky high strength. That's how brands really should do it. Geek and Gorgeous leading the way. Have a range of options for different levels of skin sensitivity and skin types, and that way no one's excluded. I just love the fact that Geek and Gorgeous can do all of this at the most affordable price point. This is ridiculously inexpensive, which I love, very budget friendly, and it's also packed full of hydrators. So if you're somebody that is a little worried about the dryness that's associated with retinoids, get this one. Hydrates you to the gods at the same time as delivering all the anti-aging. It's in a great pump, so if you're somebody that likes a pump applicator, this one's going to work really well for you, and it's just so budget friendly. I honestly think if you're in two minds about retinoids in general and you don't know where to start, this is a great place to do it. Start with the lowest strength, work your way up. For me, I would use the highest strength on my face. I then use the lowest strength on my neck, which is more sensitive. That way I can get the best outcomes all over. And it's just great. Geek and Gorgeous really know how to do formulating, and they created one of the best retinoid products available over the counter. I absolutely love it. And also, Geek and Gorgeous are a European Union based brand. So if you're watching this from within the European Union and you're worried about the recent EU imposition of VAT and charges from buying outside of the EU, then you can buy from them knowing you won't have any of that worry. So that's just an added bonus if you're shopping from within the European Union, which is where I know a lot of you guys are based. Now, drum roll please for what I think is the best retinoid of 2026, and that goes to the Theramid Clinical Vitamin A Treatment. This is the one in the green bottle. They do 3 different retinoids. This is the one in the green bottle, and this does everything. Not only is the price point phenomenal, it's around €30, so around £25. Super affordable, especially when you consider the formulation. The packaging is divine. I love the colour. I love the fact that it comes in a pump, meaning it's super easy. One pump does the whole face, so it's easy to measure out. But what makes this so special is they haven't just chosen to use 2 forms of retinoid, which you see a lot in this video. They've gone for 3. 3 really well thought through retinoids encompassing everything you need in terms of your anti-aging results. So you've got your granactive retinoid, which I spoke about being great for sensitive skin, great for acne and breakout prone skin. You've got your encapsulated retinal, which for me is the best when it comes to performance. Encapsulated meaning it's super easy to use and super gentle. And you've got retinol, traditional retinol, which whilst it's been superseded by a lot of other retinoids as demonstrated in this video, still absolutely works and packs a punch. You have 3 retinoids all together in this formula with some added calming and soothing ingredients to offset side effects and irritation to just deliver the perfect retinoid of 2026. If you want to just do your anti-aging right from day one, get this product, put it on the skin, and you are good to go. It suits every budget. I will say it's suitable for almost all skin types. If you have super sensitive skin, you might want to go for one of the more sensitive skin friendly options that I've mentioned. For everyone else, you can use this, and Theramid are just a great brand. Entirely cruelty-free, 0 animal testing to be found, as are all of the recommendations in today's video, all entirely cruelty-free, and Theramid are just doing everything right at the moment, and this is probably my favourite product from my favourite skincare brand. So there you have it. A rundown of the top 10 retinoids for 2026. You might already have your retinoid game nailed down, in which case use what works for you and continue doing what's delivering. But if you're in the market to switch things up for your retinoid, you want to explore some new options now that everything seems to have changed this year, these are the products that I would recommend time and time again, and hopefully this has explained who they might be most applicable for. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you've made it this far, if you've made it to the bitter end, please let me know by dropping the hashtag Retinoid down in the comments section below, so I can personally thank you for being with me through to the bitter end. I do appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, just leave hashtag Retinoid down in the comment section below so I can personally thank you for being with me through the waffle to the bitter end. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.